So everybody, this is me, one of the co-creators of Empoleon Masters. So right now I'm doing is a Pokemon Showdown battle. So I normally lead with a Breloom and Alakazam because they're two actually very overpowered sweepers and actually very useful in battle. So you can see one of the more common Pokemon Maul and Hitmontop in the new gen. So, it doesn't really mean much that Intimidate on my Alakazam, but on my Breloom that can do a lot of damage. So, in the Marble, I know for almost a fact that it's going to use Sucker Punch this turn on Alakazam, and that's going to Mega Evolve. So, I'm going to use Spore on Marble, and then switch out my Alakazam for my Azumarill, which is this. So after this is done, you can see some very common Pokemon used. Garchomp, Hippowdon, Marvel, Hitmontop. As usual, the Sucker Punch would have been used. And the buffeting by the Sandstorm is occurring. So now what I'll want to do is I'll want to deal as much damage as I can to Hippowdon while belly drumming on my Azumarill. That way my Azumarill can next turn kill Marvel. And then another Intimidate. Okay. That doesn't mean much to my Azumarill again because of the bonus by Belly Drum, but besides that, it's going to do some serious damage. Okay, he goes for the common Stealth Rock. It's actually one of the more useful, entry hazards. So what I want to do is I want to switch out because now my Breloom is too frail to do any serious damage. And my Azumarill will now proceed to defeat his Hitmontop. One of the main strategies with Hitmontop is to have quick guard, wide guard, etc. to protect itself. Okay, so I got a good switch in with Alakazam. So now he can defeat probably his Hitmontop. And my Azumarill will also go after Hitmontop to ensure that it will faint. Now, I don't understand why he wouldn't use that on my Alakazam, although it would have been a better option, but it was fine. Worked better for me in this case. Okay, now I'm not sure what he's going to switch into. Okay, he switched in for his Garchomp. Now that's good for me, because now I can attack his Garchomp and probably one-hit KO it. One of the advantages to Belly Drum Azumarill is it's actually one of the more under-thought of Pokemon. Okay, so he froze my Alakazam. And that's going to do some serious damage to me, but I don't really mind. I can defeat, Now, if my Alakazam wakes up, I'm going to have to kill his Azumarill, and I'm going to Mach Punch his Hippowdon to kill it quickly. Because the Chandelure will be a threat if it outspeeds my Breloom, which it most likely will. The Hippowdon protected itself. Mach Punch was blocked. Alakazam thawed, which is one of the downsides to freeze. It's not always assured. The Marble's asleep, luckily, and so that gives me a turn to attack it with one of my more powerful moves, which in this case is my Psyshock. Now that won't do much to the Reuniclus due to its high HP, but might be able to do something. Okay, I'm putting this Marble to sleep again, because I'm afraid that's going to wake up exactly. That's probably what it's going to do. So I'll Sporeport back to sleep. And I lost Breloom, but that's alright, because I have many more Pokemon than he has. Leaving with my Delphox and Scizor. Delphox would be hurt by Stealth Rocks, but it'll be able to easily one-hit KO his Marvel. And my Scizor is my Mega in this team, He's actually quite powerful. Bug Bite becomes an extremely overpowered move on him. Next turn I can just Bullet Punch him and finish him. Okay, now I'll want to go for the Heat Wave again, because if I can kill Marvel, that's good with it, but I prefer if it gets KO'd faster. That's why I'm going for Scissor's Bullet Punch on it, because I'm pretty sure that Scissor's high attack stat will allow me to defeat it. Yes, as you can see, it has. And so now the Hippowdon easily defeated Delphox, but now all I have to do is bring in my Rhyperior. It's actually a quite underthought of Pokemon. Very few people choose to use it due to, even though it has very, very, very high stats. Okay, Rhyperior is holding an Enigma Berry, so he heals back, and he goes for an Ice Punch, defeating Hippowdon and winning the battle.